There was a man standing at the steps. Something wasn't right with this guy.
Medema, a registered sex offender, he tried breaking into a home in Dixie County.
The guy who showed up at your door was a suspect in shooting a police officer.
He turned and he shot me point blank twice. She thought I was dead.
The 10-hour manhunt ended when Medema got into a shootout with the armed homeowner.
Pointed mine at him, pulled the trigger. I kept shooting until he fell. That morning, my girlfriend Kay, she heard a vehicle pull up, and I didn't hear it. And then she went and opened the door, and I heard her screaming, and I run in there. There was a man standing at the steps there, and talked to him and asked him if I could help him. He said he had run out of gas and coasted up in here, and it's a good 3/4 of a mile off the road.
Yeah, we're a bit off the highway here.
Yes, sir. And I said, well, see if I can't help you. Because I didn't know he was a fugitive. I tried to take him as being legitimate and needed some help. I told Kay that I didn't feel something wasn't right with this guy, the way he was acting, the way he was dressed, and got my pistol then. At that time, I had it in my holster, and when I opened the door again, he was standing right at the bottom of the steps. Turned back, and I saw him pulling his hand out of his coat pocket because he had his hands tucked in his pockets. And he turned and he shot me point blank twice. And
without a word? Just
not a word.
No argument at the door?
No, sir. He didn't say nothing. Other than was telling me that he run out of gas, and that's the only thing he had said.
Okay. You told me that you fell forward out the door.
Yes, sir. I fell. It was about 3 steps down from the trailer floor to the bottom of the concrete patio we have. I rolled over on my side, and he jumped over me.
Did you know where you were hit?
Yeah, he hit me on my arm, my wrist, and I looked at my wrist, and it looked like it was blood. I still have the bullet there.
The fragment's still in your wrist?
Yes, sir. But when he jumped over me and run up in the house, he had the pistol between Kay's eyes, pointed mine at him, pulled the trigger, but I didn't have one in the chamber.
No round in the chamber at that time?
No, sir. Okay. But because he took his attention off of Kay, she run in a bedroom right there, and my dog, Ryder, he was biting at his feet, and he took his attention off of her and was going to shoot him. And that's had me time to throw one in the chamber. I had thrown one in there with my hand blowed out like it was, and then I just emptied my gun on him. I kept shooting until he fell.
Well, that immediately stops the threat, and that's exactly what we want to do at that point. And I understand that from the police reports and the information afterwards that he had other guns on him at the time, and there's potential for him to continue fighting.
He had 2 more pistols underneath of his vest right there he had. And he acted like he was going to get up. He dropped his pistol, and then I got up from where I was laying and went in there and picked his gun up.
You wounded in the shoulder and in the hand. Your girlfriend, Kay, ran in the other room. What was she doing there?
She thought I was dead, and I believe he thought I was dead as well because he shot 2 more times at me as I was falling, and how he missed me, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But all I can say was God was with me to shield me from them other bullets.
Medema, a registered sex offender, shot Taylor County Deputy Troy Anderson during a traffic stop, critically injuring him with wounds to his jaw, neck, and hand. The 10-hour manhunt ended when Medema was killed Wednesday morning. Investigators say he tried breaking into a home in Dixie County and got into a shootout with the armed homeowner.
You had no knowledge that the guy who showed up at your door was a suspect in shooting a police officer the night before?
That is correct, because I had left my cell phone on the dining table, and Kay's phone was on the table out on the porch. And we didn't get the message because we didn't hear it over there.
That blue alert that goes out in Florida.
Yes, sir, we just didn't have our phones with us.
Then dealing with some immediate first aid.
Once he hit the ground, and then I got Kay to come out of the room, putting sponges and rags on where I was bleeding at to keep it from bleeding.
Kay, her panicked phone call with the 911 operator. How long did you wait for police officers to arrive to someone they believed had just shot one of their own. How long did it take for people to get here?
It just seemed like everything was going in slow motion to me.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was over 25, 27 minutes or something like that.
What were you thinking during that 27-minute wait?
A lot of things went through my mind. I was thankful for God that we was both here, and that he didn't harm her. And I was thankful that I had my pistol with me.
Yeah, there's no telling when. We don't get to choose when, do we?
No, sir, we sure don't.
Yeah.
You don't know what the person next to you is thinking. You have to be on alert at all times. The way the world is today, what I'm seeing.
How are you guys doing now?
The wounds, they heal, but the inside stuff, it takes a little longer because you lose trust in people. But under the circumstances, I'm dealing with it. Kay, she's been so distraught with this. It's gonna take a while for her to overcome this. She's so scared, but she's coming around, she's coming out of it. I hope and pray nothing like this ever happens to us again.